Welcome to the G.A.B. This is G.A.B.
They should have never gave you platform.
We about to get into this segment right here. We're about to get into the SAF segment, and today I got to talk about this movie right here because a new Saw is coming out on September 29th. So I wanted to visit the latest Saw, Spiral. Watched it on Netflix. Now, before I give you the cast, kind of star-studded cast. Before I give you the plot, I'm gonna give you the cast, give you the stats. Then we're just gonna hop right into it. Oh no! I mean, I'll give you the stats first. So let me give you the stats. You feel me? IMDb gave it a 5.2. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 37%, and the people gave it a 71%. Frick y'all, because I agree. This is like a good bad movie. I was like, man, I'm thoroughly impressed with who they got as the cast. They acted pretty good, but this ain't feeling like a Saw movie, and it felt very propagandized, like they were really pushing the agenda, and I will explain in the plot. They're really throwing that in our face. But yeah, I was like, yo, this is like a good bad movie. It was like very good in some aspects and very terrible in others. I'm like, oh my god, wow. But before we get into that, let me give you the cast. So we got Chris Rock, and he was Detective Zeke Banks. And I was wondering, was this before or after I got my ass slapped? Yeah, I did it correct. Okay, because he was very angry. I was like, damn, was this after Will Smith slapped his ass? Because now he's very angry. God damn. But I think this was before, he's playing a certain type of detective. Then they had, the legendary, and let me get Chris Rock. Chris Rock is legendary. I ain't gonna knock, bro. But he be having some tendencies at times. I'm gonna leave it there. Another legendary actor, Samuel L. Jackson. He was Marcus Banks. He was Zeke Banks' father. And I was like, okay, they got some great actors in here, okay? You feel me? They had Max, and I'm gonna butcher your last name, Minghella. He was William Shattuck. And he a great actor too. I was like, okay, you feel me? Bro got the Benjamin Button going on. Bro, 45, looking like he 13. You feel me? They had Marilsa Nicolas. She was Angie Garces. You feel me? And they had other actors that are doing their thing. And that was the thing about this movie, Spiral. The acting was incredible. I thought the acting was really good. I was like, but the storyline was kind of bland, and at the same time, I was expecting a Saw movie, and this felt like a updated version of NYPD Blue. What? Y'all remember that show? Way back in the day, NYPD Blue. This just felt like an updated version of it, and it just had way more gore and just way more bloodshed. Let me get to the plot of the movie though. This is a horror thriller, and I think that was another thing about the plot too. Y'all got the title right, Spiral, because y'all spiraling out of control with this plot. It was going in so many goddamn directions. I was just like, what? Why is bruh the Saw man now? Like, it didn't even make sense. He was just a copycat character. He was inspired. I don't know, man. And that's why I said the plot was really bad. It was freaking stupid. But basically, Zeke Banks, he was a detective, and basically his partner got murked, and it was just crooked cops. I'm gonna give you the simplest plot. This was about Zeke Banks being the good cop and everybody else being crooked cops, and how crooked cops don't tell on each other. You feel me? It's like a code of conduct within the Blue. They call it the Blue conduct. I don't know. It's a special term for it. But, and you feel me? And his father, Marcus Banks, was trying to protect him, but at the end of the day, you found out he was the puppet master. Him and Angie Garza, the puppet master. And essentially, spoiler alert, William Shank, he was the bad guy. And he was the bad guy because the detective Zeke Banks, who told on the other detective that did time, that bird killed his father because he was a witness. Shot him. Bow. And he saw that Zeke Banks was kind of like on his side when William was younger. And you feel me? William was like, I got you, bro. I'm going to kill everybody else and whoever killed my father and was in on this damn corruption. And you feel me? I'm going to murk them. And literally everybody that William Shank murked was giving Zeke Banks good grief. Called him a rat, put a rat on his table, you feel me? The department wasn't really effing with him. And at first I was like, bro, why they not what did bro do? Like they kinda giving him the cold shoulder. And find out I was like, oh, okay. So he basically I guess he snitched on, bruh. You feel me? One detective that everybody liked. Bro did time, and now, yeah. But another, I give the plot this. I give them this. You feel me? That what they did, William Shank ended up becoming like a rookie cop and becoming Zeke Banks' partner, and he did that on purpose. And he was like in the inside murdering him. He murdered everybody. He murdered Angie Garces. He murdered Marcus Banks. And then he murdered Zeke Banks' partner because he was talking too much. And the way he murdered them was by like whatever they were doing. If they were, shedding too much skin, skinned them. If they talking too much, took the tongue out. If they saw too much, took the eyes out. It was things like that. And at one point you thought William Shank was dead, but not totally, because all you saw was the tattoo, and you saw somebody burned alive through acid. It's like, we don't know if it's bruh. They didn't do the whole Saw thing. You know how when they about to kill the bruh and the whole Saw thing go all out of control. They did that like once or twice. I'm telling you, it didn't feel like a Saw movie. Like the main storyline was so focused on like the cops and the corruption and stuff. And that was the propaganda they were really trying to throw in our face. You feel me? And also it's like they didn't really focus on the Saw person in the games getting created and like the victims. A lot of times Saw is based on the victims, the wrongdoing, and then the creation of the game and the Saw person itself. You kind of intertwine his life and why he's murking these people. And they kind of did that, but it wasn't very Saw-like. It felt like even the score is very hip-hoppy and stuff like that. One song was terrible. The other two was cool, but my thing was like Saw never had music like that. It wasn't the score was more like it was dark, eerie. You were like, dang, why the Saw bird killing this person? Oh, then you find out they do some terrible stuff. You're like, oh, that's why. That's why Jigsaw did it. I keep calling him a Saw person because I can't call him Jigsaw. Bird wasn't even Jigsaw-y. I don't even think they had the little ugly ass Jigsaw dude come out ride a little bike and like, yeah. That's why they call this Spiral. This Spiral out of the writer's control. They were like, we don't know what else to do. We writing anything. Yeah. And then Angie, she was part of it too, and like part of the cover up of William Dad getting shot and killed, as a witness on a big case of the other detective. Like, I don't know, bruh. Like, I'm trying to explain this plot, and this plot is just. That's how I was watching the movie. It was all wacky and out of place. And William caught Marcus, and then Zeke find out that Marcus, his dad, was the ultimate bad guy. He was the puppet master. And William, the contraption was he had him like the puppet master and shredded him. Yeah, Zeke, he shoots William and William gets away. Like all the Saw men do. They get away. And Zeke finds out that the whole police department was corrupt. That was it. That was the end. That good that I gave it has went less and less. More More percentage of the bad. Wow. That, yo! Like I said, I didn't feel like I was watching a Saw movie. It wasn't giving me that Sawness, you know what I mean? That eeriness, that it got kind of gruesome at times, but it wasn't. It just didn't give that eerie, mysterious thriller type of vibe. It was very bland. So once again, I watched this on Netflix. This was it's on Hulu now too, so you can watch it on Hulu, Netflix. Once again, this was the movie Spiral, and this came out in 2021. They're coming out with a new Saw that actually look really good this year, in September. Not September, October 29th. Actually, no. Actually, this month, on the 29th. I'm tripping. So it's coming out soon. I'm going to watch that. I might review that too, you feel me? But, yeah. Let's get this out of here. This spiraled me out of control. I tried to sound like Chris Rock. I sounded more like the Joker.